Hello, Steve Novig, Commissioner, Amanda Fritz, Commissioner, Charlie Hales, Mayor, Dan Saltzman, Commissioner, and Nick Fish, Commissioner, President of the Council. I want to thank you so much for bringing forward Measure 737 regarding accommodation of pedestrians and bicyclists in and around work zones. As you do recall, the Portland police brutality victim who suffered left eye blindness and whose left eye was ground across the ground by Officer Clunt and Officer Cioetta was a dear close friend of mine whom I helped on many occasions over the years. And one of the problems we had with that left eye blindness is that it occurred on a person who was 6'3" of stature. And that tree overhang can often be an issue, as well as awnings, which might jut down and protrude into the seeing eye, which the seeing eye was nearly lost in the police brutality, as you do recall, when it was nearly gouged into the chair, which this unfortunate traumatic brain injury victim who had been suffered but was rescued by the good work of the Coast Guard was very grateful to find out about the Americans with Disabilities Act, and I'm very thrilled that we're working on international disabilities acts and hope that we can continue to be a model internationally. Unfortunately, not much money or vision gets across the Rocky Mountains, and so we're not quite where we need to be. We know that. We know that these disabled people are suffering, blind people are suffering. We know that people in wheelchairs are suffering, indeed, sometimes even getting hit. And so, with that in mind, I request that you take this Portland Bureau of Transportation to adopt administrative rules for the safe accommodation of pedestrians and bicyclists in and around work zones very seriously, because this is truly a matter of life and death. And while you cannot curtail the police brutality against disabled persons, clearly you could curtail the egregious abuse of the Americans with Disabilities Act in this Cascadia region, which is hanging on by a thread to the United States of America, or the so-called United States of America. And whether your political opinion is for secession or for union, I do request that you put the greater interest of those disabled persons at heart and know how tremendously brave they are every time they walk out of the house, so confident to go about their business and have an enjoyable time, possibly even at your council, possibly at a library, doing something that they love, and celebrate all the resources, such as Independent Living Resources, an excellent nonprofit who did indeed assist my friend with issues surrounding brain injury and visual impairment. And thank you very much. It's lovely to see you all again. Mary Ang, that is.